Thank you, Mr. Speaker. On February 25th in Heston, Kansas, a disgruntled coworker killed Renee Benjamin, 30, Josh Higbee, 31, and Brian Sadowski, 44, with an imported Serbian AK-47 type assault weapon. ATF has the power to ban the importation of these dangerous weapons. President George H.W. Bush demanded a ban in 1989. Ironically, his son, President George W. Bush, was pressured by the NRA when he took office to repeal the importation of the assault weapon ban. Today, I'm introducing the imported assault weapon ban, a bill that would ban the importation of these assault weapons once and for all. This continued bloodshed must stop. But somehow, my colleagues continue to accept outrageous violence as part of everyday life. In February 2016, just last month, there were 35 mass shootings, which is to say 35 acts of violence where 4 or more people were wounded or killed. That's more than one per day. Here are the people, real people, who died because of gun violence in February. Sadly, I don't have time on this floor today to name those who were injured. But those who died include Marvin Douglas Lancaster III, age 21, killed in an adult club on February 6th in Tampa, Florida. Christopher Houston, 20, also shot there and died later. Carlos Dotaria, 49, who was killed while walking in his neighborhood on February 6th in Los Angeles, California. Jennifer Jacks, 42, Arthur Norton, 58, and Finney Norton, 60, were for his 19-year-old son Dylan in their home on February 6th in Uvalde, Texas. Ernesto Aber, 29, was killed on February 7th in Rochester, New York. Joseph Villalobos, 22, and Jonathan Avila Rojas, 33, were killed inside a nightclub on February 7th in Orlando, Florida. Carlos Bates, 29, and Isaiah J. Majors, 43, were killed at a Mardi Gras parade on February 7th in Pass Christian, Mississippi. Dwight Hughes, Jr., 21, was killed on February 7th in Chicago. Tricia Nelson, 28, was killed by her fiancé, who was angry about parking as she fled their car on February 12th in Plymouth, Minnesota. Her fiancé was later killed in a shootout by police. Armando Curiel, 17, Raul Lupos, 19, and his brother Angel Lupos, 20, were killed in an SUV on February 18th in Salt Lake City. Michael Brodnax, 41, was killed in a driveway on February 19th in Vallejo, California. His son, Vamani Brodnax, 22, died later of his injuries. Officer James Lee Tart, 44, was killed in a shootout on February 20th in Luca, Mississippi. His family had just moved into their new home just a month earlier. Manuel Ortiz, 28, was killed at a bar on February 20th in Tampa, Florida. He had a month-old son. Mary Lou Nye, 62, Mary Jo Nye, 60, Dorothy Brown, 74, and Barbara Hawthorne, 68, were killed in a parking lot on February 21st in Kalamazoo, Michigan. The gunman then killed Rich Smith, 53, and his son Tyler Smith, 17. Emma Wallace, 37, was killed in a car on February 21st in Hazelwood, Missouri. The Buckner family, including mother Kimberly, father Vic, 18-year-old daughter Caitlin, and 6-year-old daughter Emma, were killed at their family home on February 23rd in Phoenix, Arizona. Their son, the shooter, was killed by police. A deputy sheriff, Corporal Nate Kerrigan, 35, was killed while serving an eviction notice on February 24th in Bailey, Colorado. Lena Carson, 49, her sons Quinn, 16, and Tony, 18, as well as their neighbor Donna Reed, 68, were killed at their home by Lana's husband on February 25th in Belfair, Washington. Crystal Hamilton, 29, was killed by her husband on February 27th in Woodbridge, Virginia. Officer Ashley Ginden, also 29, was killed while she was responding to the scene. It was Ashley's first shift as a police officer. An unidentified man was killed in a parking lot on February 28th in Riverside, California. May the dead rest in peace. The wounded recover quickly and completely, and the bereaved receive comfort. These are the faces of Americans gunned down because we lack the guts to do anything about gun violence. I yield back.
Gentlewoman yields. The chair.